Good morning. An update now on that breaking news out of Fond du Lac. We first brought you on Action 2 News this morning. Tracing it wasn't hard. The teacher typed the email from home using his school work account. Representative Nygren got it, read it, and immediately forwarded it on to the Capitol Police.
You can see the destruction it left behind. It really speaks for itself. This used to be actually 2 barns, and this here was a silo.
Right now, State Patrol has the road blocked off here on Hillcrest Drive. They're keeping us far away from the area where the shooting took place. I can see one of the maps over there and all the green rain headed into our area, which is appropriate considering it's the first day of spring. As you can see here on the smart screen, they're working their way from the back of the building and working to the front.
Have this yardstick, and just right here at the edge, it measures out to be about 9 inches deep.
In the pews of St. Mary's Church, people find comfort in prayer. Their faith is one of the few things that remains in place when so much around them is not.
Some people are scared. They got scared. It was a bad storm.
That bad storm left a tree in Bill Campsell's living room.
Lost part of our chimney, broken windows.
Still, on this Palm Sunday, he's counting his blessings. Looking at his neighbor's house, he knows it could have been a lot worse.
We were very fortunate here. No loss of life, no injuries. It's a blessing.
It'll take weeks, possibly even months to clean up.
I'm hoping to have everything cleaned up in our yard at least by June. That's my goal. We'll see.
Traditionally the day of rest, for many there is little time for anything but work.
We've been working late every day. We've been working almost dark every day. We worked yesterday, Sunday today, we're working today. We'll be like this for a while.
And while things may never be exactly as they were, returning to what is normal will take nothing more than time and a little faith. In Kaukauna, Molly Hendrickson, Action 2 News. Every day, millions of people arrive at work and log on to find an inbox full of emails. But some deserve a little more attention, especially when you're a member of the Wisconsin legislature in the middle of a fierce political battle.
In today's world, however, we've seen the shooting in Arizona, and that all started with an email.
And so does this story. This email was sent March 25th, laced with expletives. The sender writes, "I pray that a semi-truck will run you over. If there is a God, Governor Walker will be riding with you when the truck hits."
I think the biggest concern I had was the vulgarity of it, the anger behind it, and the fact that if he's a teacher in a classroom.
That email came from Rob Schneider, a choir teacher at Peshtigo High School who's been in the district for 18 years.
Tracing it wasn't hard. The teacher typed the email from home using his school work account. Representative Nygren got it, read it, and immediately forwarded it on to the Capitol Police. Once they had it, he then forwarded it on to the school district.
High school administration and myself, along with the union rep, took that opportunity to meet with Mr. Schneider and really validate the information.
He was placed on paid administrative leave in April. We tracked him down at his Peshtigo home.
You have no comment about the email you sent?
Nothing to say to you until I talk to my lawyer.
But he wasn't doing much talking. The incident is expected to be discussed next week during a closed hearing before the school board. Nygren doesn't think the teacher was threatening his life, but says you can never be too safe. In Peshtigo, Molly Hendrickson, Action 2 News.
And we spoke with Lori Deppes' mother today, asking for her reaction to Hall's interview, why she's skeptical of his story, tonight on Action 2 News at 5. Cribbets police say 3 people remain hospitalized this afternoon from this week's apartment fire. One is being treated at a hospital in Green Bay and is expected to be released tomorrow. The other 2 are in Milwaukee, but it's not known when they'll be released. 13 people were originally admitted to the hospital with smoke inhalation after the fire started early Wednesday morning. Investigators are still trying to figure out what was the cause. Green Bay police arrest a 53-year-old in connection with an overnight stabbing. It happened around 1:30 this morning on the 800 block of South Chestnut Street. Investigators say the suspect stabbed a 40-year-old man in the stomach while the two were fighting. The victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Police say alcohol was involved, but did not say what started the fight. Action 2 News has learned the plan to recycle materials from the old Washington Commons Mall is now on hold. City officials tell us bonding fell through for the Milwaukee-based salvage firm Pick to Recycle the mall before it's taken down this fall. The project was supposed to generate $200,000 for the city. The city's redevelopment authority has scheduled a special meeting for Wednesday to discuss how to move forward. The death toll from last Sunday's devastating tornado in Joplin, Missouri now stands at 132. Authorities believe many of the missing are alive and safe, but simply have not been in touch with friends and family. At the same time, they also caution at least some of the names on the list are likely among the dead. President Obama will visit the victims of the Joplin tornado this weekend, but first he has to finish his 6-day trip to Europe. He landed in the Polish capital of Warsaw today, the final country on his schedule. He then laid wreaths at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier and the Warsaw Ghetto Memorial before attending a dinner with Central and Eastern European Union leaders. Tomorrow, the president will meet with the Polish political leaders and hold a news conference with the country's prime minister before his return flight to Washington. The city of Green Bay is looking at changing a parking ordinance banning lawn parking except during Packers home games. This after several residents asked the city to allow people to park on their lawns for the upcoming Kenny Chesney concert at Lambeau Field in June. Schwabenau residents are okay to park cars on their lawns because the village allows lawn parking for any events held at Lambeau Fields. It's an age-old debate, and I think I know the answer. Who's the better driver, men or women?
A new study has the answer, Head. And ladies, you are not going to like what you hear.
Uh-oh.